that stopped it. Let's start again.
I would like to say thanks to all of our friends and supporters.
Okay, what else do you want to say?
I feel I'm lucky to have come away from all of this so symptom-free
For the time being,
for
yeah.
the time being, yeah. And
What else?
it's difficult to say.
Okay. So we decided to do some videos of conversations that we could share with friends and family about different kinds of things. Some maybe will be heavy topics and others will be more lighthearted.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about, say, how we met?
Yeah, we met at a 4-H camp in northwestern North Carolina.
No, it wasn't Northwestern. It was in Reidsville, North Carolina. I looked it up the other night. And that's more in North Central.
North Central.
Yeah.
That's my mistake.
That's okay. That's okay. So why did we meet at a 4-H camp in North Carolina?
Well, we were both members of a Star Trek fan club,
Mm-hmm.
and our region held a gathering of all the different local clubs, and I came from the one from Augusta, Georgia. You came from the one from
Bristol, Virginia, the Tri-Cities area.
yeah,
And they put our two groups in the same cabin because they were both small groups. Most all the other groups had one cabin for their club, and that putting us together in the same cabin is how we met.
we were fortunate in that we were meeting new people, and the other clubs being packed into one unit together with the folks they came with, we were better off.
So, where specifically did we meet?
At the sinks in the group bathroom.
And how did I look?
You were foaming at the mouth.
I was literally foaming at the mouth because I was brushing my teeth and I had rabid dog toothpaste foam mouth. And my hair was a mess because I had taken a shower when my group arrived the night before, and I went to bed with my hair damp. So it was all over the place like Phyllis Diller or Weird Barbie mixed together. So meeting me like that, definitely not at my best. How was it that you thought, oh, well, there's something I'm interested in?
Personality.
Personality. It had to be personality. So do you remember anything more about that? Or do I need to embellish things a little bit?
You don't need to embellish, you need
To add.
remind me.
Okay. Do you remember there was, after the breakfast, we had a volleyball tournament.
Okay.
And both of our teams were eliminated very quickly because, hey, we're Star Trek fans. We're not necessarily built for athletics.
Some were, some weren't.
Some were, yeah, my group, not so much. But anyway, so my group went back to the cabin to hang out and talk and everything. And then this weird guy here joined us. Do you remember that?
I left my group. My group was sitting out watching the rest of the volleyball.
Oh,
tournament,
okay.
And I came looking for you.
Okay. Looking for me. Okay.
Yeah.
You wanted to find that girl. So you were standing in the doorway of the bathroom that was between the two bunk rooms that our groups were in, and just kind of chatting with us. And then you asked if you could join us. And we were like, yeah, sure. And so you came straight over to the bunk bed I was sitting on, and you said, is this seat taken? Pointing to the empty spot on the bunk bed next to me. And I said, no, that's fine. And you sat down, and then you immediately were positioned yourself so you were just looking at me and chatting with me. And I thought that was kind of rude, but also flattering.
Yeah, that's me. Rude.
Rude and flattering. So then, do you remember what happened before supper?
Before supper,
Yeah, that night on Saturday. Do you remember that?
there was a dance.
Well, that was after supper. Before supper, there was a little thing that happened. I was taking a shower late afternoon before supper, and a boy from my group who was inexperienced with women, but he apparently had a crush on me, decided he was going to be bold and say something to me to declare himself. And so here I was in the shower, and he said, you know, in the interest of saving resources, would you care to have some company in the shower? And I laughed because I thought he was joking. Well, later on, I heard from other people in the group that he was very upset that I'd hurt his feelings and all. So I decided to let him see how it felt. So right before supper, he was getting a shower, and I went into the bathroom, and I said, Robbie, I said the same thing to him that he'd said to me, and his reaction was, humana, 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 humana. He was shocked that I said that.
And I was in the next shower stall.
Yes, you were.
And I looked over the top and I said, no, but I wouldn't mind.
And then it was my turn to say, humana, humana, humana. So then after supper, there was a dance, as you mentioned. And what was the dance like?
There was another girl pursuing us around the floor. And,
Well, pursuing you. And she kept coming up to us while we were talking.
she kept trying to cut in.
She kept asking you to dance. And you would turn to me and ask me if I wanted to dance. And I would say no, because it was not my kind of music. It was like Rush and stuff like that. So then you turned to her and said, okay, I'll dance with you. And so then
Rush
what?
wasn't the best choice for dance
No,
music.
not the best choice for dance music.
The DJ was a real fan.
Yes, he was. So she would dance with you, and what would she do? Do you remember?
She would lead.
She would lead, and
She would pull me away from you.
as far away as she could get him from me. And then at the end of the song, what would you do?
I would go straight over to you and pick up where we left off.
In the conversation, that's right.
Yeah.
And so finally, after this had happened like 3 times of her dancing you away and then you coming back, you said, it's really loud in here. Why don't we go outside and talk? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And so we went outside.
It was dark next to the lake.
It was dark next to the lake. You suggested we walk around the lake, which was pretty good sized, and I didn't think we would make it all the way across. But then it was obvious that there were lights in the cleared area of the camp, but once you got into the woods, there were no lights. So we decided to abandon the idea of walking around the lake, and instead we sat on a pier,
Yes.
a dock, whatever, and you and I talked for how long?
Probably over an hour.
Oh, it was probably closer to 2.5 or 3 hours, because it was after 1 o'clock in the morning when we finished.
My sense of time is never good.
Yeah, it's not. But so we went into the cabin, and yeah, that was the start of everything.
Yes, it was.
What did you say to me? Do you remember about marriage?
I said I couldn't imagine myself getting married. I didn't see any reason for it.
Yeah. So I didn't think necessarily that he was a potential mate at the time.
I
But-
didn't think of myself that way either.
But it turned out differently. Fate had other ideas.
We got married exactly a year after we met,
Yes, we did. And when did we meet?
June 1st,
Of what year?
91.
91. And we got married June 1st of 1992. Yep.
And you said I saved you from being a statistic.
Yes.
Because you turned 30, June 3rd, 92.
That's true. And I kind of wanted to be I wanted to prove the statistic wrong of, you're more likely to get hit by lightning if you're not married by 30, but if you're a woman. But no, he saved me from that. So I got married just in the nick of time. Okay, so that's 12 minutes. I think this video is long enough for today. We'll have another video soon to share with you. Love you all, right?
Yep.
Give him a big wave.
Love you.